Surprising move. President Trump fires FBI Director James Comey, saying he no longer has confidence in him. The decision comes just days after Comey misstated key findings in the Clinton email scandal. WJZ is live. George Solis reports the announcement is creating waves on Capitol Hill tonight, including reaction from Maryland lawmakers. George?
Yeah, good evening, Mary. Now, in a very blunt letter to the now former FBI director, President Trump tells James Comey that at the recommendation of the Attorney General and Deputy Attorney General, former U.S. Maryland Attorney Rod Rosenstein, that he's been terminated and removed from office effective immediately. The letter from President Trump to now former FBI Director James Comey begins with a personal note to Comey directly. It says in part, quote, "While I greatly appreciate you informing me on 3 separate occasions that I am not under investigation, it is essential that we find new leadership for the FBI that restores public trust and confidence in this vital law enforcement mission." The White House says the president was acting on the recommendation of Attorney General Jeff Sessions and newly appointed Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein. In his letter to Mr. Trump, the former Maryland U.S. Attorney says in part, quote, "The FBI's reputation and credibility have suffered substantial damage. The director announced his own conclusions about the nation's most sensitive criminal investigation without the authorization of duly appointed Justice Department leaders." Rosenstein critical of Comey's handling of the investigation into Hillary Clinton's email server. Comey had also recently come under fire for misstating how many sensitive emails Clinton aide Huma Abedin forwarded to her husband, disgraced former Congressman Anthony Weiner. Many lawmakers now calling on the Deputy Attorney General to ensure Comey's current investigation into potential interference in the 2016 election is seen through.
Are people going to suspect cover-up? Absolutely. If an independent special prosecutor is appointed, there still can be some faith that we can get to the bottom of this.
Maryland Congressman Elijah Cummings demanding, quote, "immediate emergency hearings to gather testimony from Comey and senior Justice Department officials." Also reacting, Maryland Senator Chris Van Hollen, who tweeted out firing Comey has the foul stench of an attempt to stop an ongoing investigation into collusion between the Trump campaign and the Russians. President Obama selected Comey to lead the Bureau. He was only 3 years into his 10-year term. Now, on the Republican side, Senator Lindsey Graham writing in part, "I know this was a difficult decision, but given the controversy surrounding the director, I believe a fresh start will serve the FBI and the nation well." Reporting, George Solis, WJZ, Eyewitness News.
George, thank you. The White House says the search for Comey's replacement will begin immediately. Deputy Director Andrew McCabe is temporarily taking over.